And good evening, everyone. Welcome season 4, WITS and Wagers. Freezing
What's
up, by the
going
way,
on?
Kurt? Or are we good? We're good. Hear some news. You're not
You are good. You are
going
good. We are live.
on my internet connection.
And Mr. Kirkpatrick might be frozen.
I apologize. Going on a few minutes late.
Yes, Mr. Kirkpatrick is frozen. He's having internet issues. So I guess Mr. Valenti might be doing Wits and Wages solo tonight. So are you
I'm
with
here.
us,
Can you
Mr.
hear me?
Kirkpatrick? I
I
hear
think
you.
I'm here. All right. Sorry about
Okay.
that, guys. I don't know what's going on with this internet. Kurt is here with us tonight. Season 4, Wits and Wagers, is going to be a little different this year. We're going to be bringing it to you Wednesday nights. We're going to get Carson Shear, Joey Clams, and myself. We want to wish Carson, Carson had a big power outage in his area yesterday. We hope him and his family safe. They're expecting power back late tonight. This is a little appetizer. Kurt, gracious enough to join me. We're going to do a little rapid fire, 15 to 20 minutes of some college football picks. Kurt, an opening statement, real quick. Your thoughts of last week's games? We had a big upset. Florida State
opening statement right here is Coach Breslin saying, "Get sis to help you out, Kenny." That's the opening statement. David Burns watching from Cedar Hills, Texas. What's up, Dave? Listen, honestly, shocked at that game. Just shocked at Florida State, top 10 team, national champ, and you thought they would be. I know it's a different team, but thought they would be coming, fired up after what happened, getting left out, and that first drive, boom, it's 8-0. I'm like, okay, this is a runaway. And hats off to Georgia Tech, man. That running game from Georgia Tech, Florida State had no answer for it. And I don't know. I mean, Florida State's, you're not out of it now with a 12-team playoff, but if it was a 14 playoff, their season might have probably been over. So, and I think I'm solo again. So, because Mr. Kirkpatrick, I don't know how
I
you're going to
agree,
handle
Kurt, and
3
I am
shows
some
tonight. Okay.
internet connection. So if it can do this for 15 minutes, we're going to unfortunately cut it short and get ready for K at 8 o'clock. Elections continue to be cancel this soon, unfortunately. But
Okay.
in Kurt. All right, and I apologize. This is
I don't know, Kenny. We're in trouble. You know what, Kenny? I'm just gonna go through the games and then add it. I'll just add some games myself real quick. All right, I'm gonna do the ranked games. Kenny, maybe you could take your camera off. Maybe that'll help. If you just take the camera off, it'll just maybe save some resources. David's saying my picks for college football this Saturday is Michigan over West Virginia. Coach Breslin saying that is why preseason rankings are not reliable. Their season is over for the playoffs. Listen, if they run the table, win the ACC, I think they have to go, right? Because they're a conference champ, but I don't know if they're going to get in that large now because it's still a bad loss unless Georgia Tech has, an 8-9 win season. But that's going to be a bad loss. I'll just start breaking some down. Clemson, Georgia, 13.5-point favorites, Georgia. That's a lot, right? Clemson, I believe Coach Dabo said something to the effect of buy stock right now into Clemson, right? Buy it again. Mr. Kirkpatrick is joining us by phone.
Kurt, I don't know if you want to shut it down.
No. We're live. We're live.
Ken,
We're gonna just do it. So I'm on now. If you want to stay on the phone with me for this, but we'll figure something out for K and K.
I'll give you the games. I'll give you the games I did. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For course, for our Colorado friends out there, Kurt, we got prime time. Year 2, Colorado versus North Dakota State. We got a spread of 10. Colorado at home, Kurt.
There's no way he could lose this game. I understand they're good in the other the other college football, but I mean, you're home and you lose to this team. And honestly, even a non-impressive win, he runs his mouth and I think he's going to back it up. Hunter's there, Shador's there. I'm going to lay the points because if they don't cover, it's bad.
Gonna try one more time live, Kurt.
No, Kenny, let's just do it. Kenny, let's just do it. We have like 5 minutes left, so let's just run through it on the phone. So.
All right, I'll do the big games then. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna go Saturday. We're gonna go straight right to Saturday, Kurt. We're gonna go backstreet ball. Penn State versus West Virginia. Penn State's laying 8 in this one.
You know what? I'm going to take the points in West Virginia. I mean, I know Aller there is a pro prospect and stuff like that, but I do not like when he's on the road. You have a whole off season to prepare for him. I'm going to definitely take the points. This could be an outright upset from West Virginia too.
Absolutely, Kurt. I agree with you. West Virginia's a sneaky team this year. The big one, Kurt. I'm going to go right to it. 12 p.m. Clemson, ACC. Got the big Dabo Sweeney headed to #1 Georgia. Bounce back year. Georgia laying 13.5.
Kenny, that's a ton of points to give Clemson, right? I think Georgia wins, but I don't know. I would like buy a point and get it to 14.5 and get it to 3 scores. But I don't think, I just think that's a lot of points, but I don't think Clemson wins the game. But again, I was saying before, Dabo said buy stock in Clemson. So we'll see. We'll see right out of the gate. But I'll tell you this, if you look at the ACC and that's the product, Florida State, and Florida State's supposed to be the main team, not a fan of that. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you again there, Kurt. So it's going to be big for Clemson. I'm going to take Georgia in this one. My boys, the Mario Cristobal year, make or break year for him, in my opinion. Miami laying 3 at the Swamp. Both coaches on the hot seat, in my opinion.
I would money line Miami. I think this is a must win game for Miami. Now, Napier does win some games at home, right? He'll win a game here and there. He's not supposed to. And but Cristobal, I mean, all I hear is he's a recruiting czar and all that. But you know what? You better start winning games. Especially me and you talked on the air about a guy named Mr. Sanders on the Mr. Sanders waiting in the wings. Couple comments. Coach Breslin agreed they would need to win the ACC. He's also, Dave saying Eastern Kentucky over Mississippi State. Coach Breslin, North Dakota State is really good. I would take the points in this one. How good is their line? That is the test. David, Texas Tech over ACU. Oops, I meant Penn State over West Virginia. That's going to be a fun game. He's saying Miami needs to win for recruiting purposes. Dave's got a lot this week. Buffalo over North Dakota State. Dave's all over the board this week, so he's ready to roll.
Got a couple more for you, Kurt, and we'll wrap it up. And so I know we're going to be doing K&K. I know I'm having some internet issues. I want to get that straightened up for K&K. Notre Dame, Paul Rosen's team. I know he's in backstage waiting for K&K to come on. I'm sure he's going to be liking our thoughts on this pick, Kurt. They're traveling to Texas A&M. I believe it's on a neutral field. Texas A&M, who's not ranked, is laying 3 in this one, Kurt. Is this a trap game?
It's not a trap game. That tells me again, take Texas A&M. Why are they laying points, right? Everyone's going to take, Notre Dame's ranked. Notre Dame better win this game. Because I'm telling you, that head coach there, he's got part of a cheerleader in him. He's doing this and doing that, and he don't win big games. So you know what? You better not lose. Listen, Texas A&M isn't a powerhouse in the SEC this year. Let's be realistic. They're not. So you want to play with the big boys and you want to start proving I should be a playoff team. You better win this game versus Texas A&M. I'm still going to say they're not because they're still an SEC team. But I'm telling you, they lose this game. That's not a good look for them.
No, and I agree with you, Kurt. I think 3 is a little too much. I could see this game coming down to like a 1-2 point game. I'm going to reluctantly take the 3 with Notre Dame, but I agree with you. And don't forget, Riley Leonard, the coach for Duke, is now the coach for Texas A&M. He's going to know Riley Leonard's weaknesses and strengths. So that's a little side note there to keep an eye out for. Got 2 more for you, Kurt, then we'll get our best bets in. LSU Sunday versus USC. SEC, that we all know that LSU lost a lot. Lincoln Riley lost his #1 guy, Caleb Williams. LSU's laying 4.5 on this one, Kurt.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You can't give me Lincoln Riley against an SEC team. I understand he's missing some guys and he lost some guys last year, but there's no way I'm taking that defense because that defense is an absolute debacle. He doesn't care about defense. We say it every week. So I'm laying the points with LSU.
And a little Labor Day action, Kurt, and, and this summer. Boston College and Bill O'Brien gets an FSU team that got upset in week 0 out in Ireland. Shocked the world, Georgia Tech. Florida State is laying 16 in this one. Is this a nightmare for Bill O'Brien, or is Florida State maybe overrated?
You know what? I'm going to take the points here. I think they are a little overrated, but I mean, that's still a lot of points. You trust that team? Boston College is going to run the ball, right? That's what they always do. So I'm taking the points. I think Florida State win. They have to win, but I'm taking the points.
Oh, I'm gonna take the points with you, Kurt, and you're gonna hear in my best bet in a second. Boston College had a whole year to prepare for Florida State. Florida State had maybe 3 days because of their travel to Ireland to prepare for Boston College. Give me 16 points in Boston College. They're going to catch a lagging, maybe very lackadaisical Florida State, maybe a lazy Florida State in the first half. And I don't believe in their quarterback. So I'm going to take 16. I think Florida State gets the win, but it's going to be a lot closer than the line suggests. I'm going to give you my best bet, Kurt, and then I'll get yours, and then we'll wrap it up and get ready for K&K. I just mentioned Florida State, Kurt. I'm taking Georgia State getting 21 to Georgia Tech after that big high in Ireland, beating up Florida State. Now they're laying 21, and they're probably not a 21-point favorite. If they lose to Florida State, this is probably like a 14, 15-point line. I'm going to take 21 points here, Kurt. Probably bump it up bump it up to 22 and get that 3-touchdown cushion with Georgia State. That's going to be my best bet, Kurt.
Okay. My best bet is I'm giving a lot of points, but you know what? I'm going 7:30, the Big Ten debut, Dylan Gabriel at home, Heisman. This is like the Heisman, what's the word? Get you on the map game against Idaho. 43.5. And it's like, yeah, it's a lot of points. This game will be 35-0 at the end of the first quarter because they're going to try to get Dylan Gabriel 6 touchdowns, 7 touchdowns, a couple rushing, get him on the map. I'm going to take Oregon. I just think this is like 67-3 written all over. I just think they blow them out. First game in the Big Ten. Crowd will be fired up. And again, it's all about getting the stats for the Heisman, right? And this is where you start getting the stats.
Kurt, I'm going to do my final thought real quick, then I'll let you since you're live. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. This was the appetizer, Wits and Wagers on our Wednesday night. Main course is coming up in roughly 5 to 10 minutes. K&K Sports Show. We'll be on talking all sports, myself, Kurt, and Paul. Thank you, Kurt, for hanging out with me. Carson.